Let's have a little chat while I sip my hot cocoa. Um, I was thinking about something, as I always do. Words and how words can manipulate and control your energy, and how people can use words to manipulate you and to manipulate your mind, or they can use words to put you up under certain forms of mind control, and they can use certain tactics to make it stick. Let's deal with, I want to deal with just one in particular. I was looking at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and this is not a review of that show, but I'm pointing out some bullshit that I saw a couple of weeks ago. Portia was she met Marlo for lunch, I believe, and they were talking and kikiing or whatever the case may be. And then the subject of Nene came up. Now, Nene and Portia, they ain't been on the best of terms. And Nene, was being really, really nasty to Portia and, being really disrespectful with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how them motherfucking Sagittariuses can be. You know, when they get their mind made up about something, they come at you like a raging motherfucking bull. That's how they can be. That's how that energy can be sometimes. But that's another story. But anyway, so Marlo was basically in that entire conversation that they were having about Nene. Marlo was trying to manipulate Portia's energy the entire time. See, I keep telling you all, Marlo understands some concepts of the occult. You may not be able to see it, but I can see it because I know by some of the things she says. And when she had that little get together at her house, she had black motherfucking candles. Hello? Marlo understands some concepts of the occult. So basically, what Marlo was trying to do was she was trying to tell Portia, well, Portia, you need to, when people go low, you go high. And that is a saying. And by the way, Portia was like, fuck that shit, bitch. If somebody going to go low on me, I'm going to go low on them. And I get that. And Portia is not really one of my favorite people. She's not one of my favorite people. But the point that I'm making is this. What Marlo was doing was trying to manipulate her motherfucking energy by telling her that. See, that phrase right there is nothing more than a trap to put you up under mind control to get you to think a certain way. When they go low, you go higher. No, 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 no. When they go low, I go lower. So I agree with Portia when she said to Marlo, she basically said, look, bitch, if that bitch want to keep coming at me talking about Nene, if that bitch want to keep coming at me, I'm going to come at her. That's reversal magic right there. It ain't always about burning a fucking red and black candle. That's not always what reversal magic is about. That is reversal magic. Somebody comes for you, you come for them. See, that terminology, oh, when they go low, you go higher. No, 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 no. Because sometimes if you are sitting so far up on your motherfucking pedestal and you don't know what's going on at the root, that's why they say from the rooter to the tutor. They're talking about from the root chakra to your crown. That's what that means symbolically. But if you're sitting so far up on your motherfucking crown and you don't know what's going on at the motherfucking root, that's a fucking problem. Okay? So if somebody's attacking your root, the root is where everything fucking grows. The root sets the ground and lays the groundwork for everything else. That is why they say if you have a rotten tree, you have to cut it off at the fucking root so you can get rid of the rot and the decay. Because if you plant another tree using that same root, it's going to bear rotten fruit. So you got to cut it off at the fucking root. So this mindset, this is the point that I'm making. This mindset that we have that when people go low on you, that you're supposed to just ignore that and go higher is bullshit. No, when a motherfucker go low on me, I go lower on them. They go low, I go lower. You don't allow people to manipulate your mind and tell you, number one, what you should do. Especially, especially when it's a friend of a bitch that you don't fuck with, such as the case with Marlo and Portia. And I like Marlo, but Marlo's a messy ass motherfucking bitch. She's a messy ass motherfucking bitch. She's a messy bitch. And she understands concepts of the occult. I know she does because I can tell by how she talks and the things that she says to people and how she hits people below the belt. Just like she did, like she's going to do with Cynthia coming up next week on the Real Housewives in the upcoming episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can tell that she understands some aspects or concepts of the occult, especially when it comes to neurolinguistics and how you speak to people and how you can manipulate people's mind to do what you want them to do. See, I know how to do that. I can put people up under mind control and they won't even know it. They won't even care. I can start situations with people. Let me give you a prime example. 5 years ago, there was this motherfucker online fucking with me, right? This dude kept fucking with me and fucking with me. And what happened was, I'm enjoying this hot chocolate. It's delicious. Years ago when I was a child, I used to put sugar in my hot chocolate to make it sweeter. I don't do that shit no more. But anyway, this dude kept fucking with me and fucking with me and fucking with me. And he thought, see, that's why sometimes you have to let people who are your enemies or who perceive themselves to be enemies, you have to let them think sometimes that they have the upper hand. Because my sinuses are draining like crazy, and that's a good thing. Because if they think they have the upper hand, then that means oftentimes they're more apt to make mistakes. Okay? That means they're more apt to make mistakes if they think they have the upper hand. So this dude kept fucking with me, and then what ended up happening was I ended up pulling the earth from up under that motherfucker, and I didn't have to do much to do it. Because see, when you fuck with people who are, let's just say, protected, because I am protected by the divine feminine energy. That's why any shit that people try to throw at me, the shit doesn't penetrate because I'm protected by the divine fucking feminine energy. Those old ancient ladies have come to me in the spiritual realm and they have told me and they've shown me we are protecting you. That is why nobody can really do anything to you. And they're all heavy-set black women. They're protecting me, and they came to me, heavy-set black women with really big breasts. I mean, when I say breasts, I'm talking about breasts down to the goddamn floor, because that is how titties are supposed to look. Not all this fake motherfucking shit where your titties just sit up on your goddamn chest like fucking cement and they don't fucking move like these robotic ass females today who get all that fucking plastic surgery, like the celebrities and shit like that who are not worth even fucking mentioning. Real women have tits that sag. So ladies, don't ever let nobody, down you because your breasts may be saggy. Real women have tits that sag. Okay? So This motherfucker, like I said, he kept fucking with me. And then what I did was I put out something that was based in truth about somebody that he was friends with, a female. And when I put out what he did to her behind her back, it totally destroyed their relationship. And he ended up closing his YouTube channel. And I ran that motherfucker off the fucking internet. I pulled the earth from up under that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? What I did was I implemented mind control, and it caused a ripple effect. It caused a ripple effect, and it caused those two to bicker and fight, and then they ended up no longer being friends or whatever the case may be. But they deserved it because they were doing some fucked up ass shit to people online, and they deserved it. So that terminology, or rather, it's not a terminology, it's a cliche. When someone says to you, when they go low, you go higher, you say to them, I don't go fucking higher, because sometimes if you up too high, you can't see what's going on below. So when they go low, you go fucking low, you go lower. You don't allow people to manipulate your energy that way. See, that is how people try to manipulate your energy, because see, they themselves are really not for you. So that is why they're telling you, because they want to disempower you. That's why they tell you when a person goes low, you go higher. That's why they say that. And I'm only talking about people who really don't mean, anything to you. I'm not talking about, getting advice from somebody that you know, or like your mother or somebody, because sometimes people just may not know any better because they don't understand concepts of the occult. But see, I understand that when people say shit like that, a lot of times they're trying to manipulate your fucking energy. And they're trying to put you up under a form of mind control to keep you in a position where they can control and manipulate your motherfucking mind and your fucking energy. You see, we do this all the time to each other in the motherfucking black community. Guilt tripping people and saying, oh no, if such and such does this to you, oh, don't call the police. Oh no, don't do that. Such and such, if they go low, I'm going lower. The point that I'm making is that any decision that you want to make or anything that you want to do, it should be of your own sound mind and fucking body. Nobody else should come in like Marlo did to Portia and try to manipulate you into forgiving somebody who has done fucked up ass shit to you. If you're not ready to forgive that person, and I'm not saying that you should not forgive, that's not the point that I'm making. But if you're simply not ready to do that, then nobody has the right to come in and tell you that you should. That's what I'm saying. And see, what Marlo was trying to do was she was trying to get Portia to basically be more subservient to Nene. And I'm only using that particular situation in that show as an example. I'm only using that as an example. I really don't care about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's a fuck fest. They have totally sucked the soul out of that motherfucking show. It is whitewashed. It is soulless. It has no more originality to it like it did back in the day. All of these corny characters they're putting on there now, like Yavanna and Tanya. Oh, don't nobody want to see them motherfucking bitches. Don't nobody want to see them. I'm sorry, even Marcel, nobody wants to see her either. They are all fake beefs. There's nothing authentic about them. At least when Kim Zolciak, although she was a white girl, at least there was an authenticity about their, conflicts on the show at that time back then. Now it's all manufactured bullshit. Nene, she has totally changed her appearance. I don't know who the fuck that is. That is not the Lanithia Leaks that I remember from back in the day. That's a motherfucking clone. I don't know who the fuck that is. Like they say clones and shit. That's a fucking clone. Her soul has been sucked. Her soul has been sucked, tucked, ducked, and every motherfucking thing else. because she was put up under mind control so her energy could be fucking manipulated. But you never allow people to manipulate your mind and your energy that way. When people say certain things like, you need to do this, especially if it's not a person you're paying to give you advice, like a spiritualist or a life coach or even a death coach. You know what I'm saying? If you're not paying them, and if it's unsolicited, then that person is only trying to put your energy up under their control. Just like everybody's had this happen. Somebody will come to you and tell you, oh, you need to, lose a little bit of weight. And they don't even fucking know you. They don't even fucking know you. Or they'll give you a suggestion about something that, you didn't ask them for. Not just weight, but anything that you didn't ask them for. And these people may not even know you like that. Not saying that they are complete strangers, but you don't even fucking know these people. And they can come up to you and start giving you advice on stuff that they don't even, that you didn't ask for. That is a slick way of people trying to manipulate your fucking energy and to test you to see how far they can go. See, I nip that shit in the bud when it starts. I'll be like, look, I don't fucking know you like that. I may not curse at them, but I'm like, I don't know you like that. So don't give me no advice. Or I'll just leave them motherfuckers alone. If I see somebody is trying to be a busybody and trying to be manipulative and trying to manipulate your motherfucking energy, I high and bomb. I don't fuck with that. Just like one of my fucking neighbors. Nosy ass old bitch. Yeah. Nosy old bitch. Stuck her nose in my motherfucking business. I don't fuck with her no more. I used to take her water tops, for breast cancer month. I don't do that shit no more because she said something to me that she had no business saying. It wasn't horrible, but it's the fact that she was trying to invade my energy and my fucking privacy and trying to manipulate my motherfucking energy and put me up under a form of mind control. So what ended up happening was I just stopped fucking with her. I don't talk to her. Because unless a person asks you, if you're not a friend to that person, if you're not a family member, and even you got to watch it with them too. Because everybody that's smiling your motherfucking face ain't your fucking friend. Every wet eye is not crying tears. Think about that. Every wet eye is not crying tears. Because there's a lot of fakery and there's a lot of fraud and a lot of illusions that are out there. Everybody don't have your best interest at heart. So you have to be mindful when people say certain things to you, like you need to do this, or when they go low, you go higher. No, sometimes it requires you to go lower in order to put a stop to somebody who may be trying to cause you fucking harm. Sometimes you have to go lower because I'm of this mindset. If you go low, I'm going to go lower. I'm going to drag motherfucking corpses. I'm going to pull corpses out of caskets, out of walls. I'm snatching wigs, snatching balls. I'm doing every goddamn thing. That is how I feel. But you will never see it coming. See, that's how I work. You will never see me coming. You will never see me fucking coming. I can be smiling right in your motherfucking face, and at night, at a certain time, doing motherfucking work on your motherfucking ass. Because see, them old ladies, them old spirits, them old women that people have discarded, have discarded from back in the day. Them old hoodoo women, them old heavy hoodoo women. They come to me in the spiritual realm and they give me information. They give me spells I can fucking do. These are probably motherfucking ancestors of mine, probably more than likely. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. But they give me information and they also protect me. That's why I think that they are, they're probably ancestors or something like that. See, when you go low, I go lower and you'll never know it. And then you'll find out when you deal with your enemies in that way, you'll find out that their lives are crumbling all around them. And see, a lot of times things start happening to them internally and they don't say anything. They feel like something ain't right, but they don't know where to go. They feel trapped. You feel what I'm saying? See, that's the type of shit that I do when people do the wrong motherfucking thing to me. But I ain't gonna talk too much about that. But the point that I'm making is this: don't let people put you up under mind control. Don't allow people to manipulate your fucking energy. If you feel a certain way about something, don't let somebody else come in unsolicited and try to force you to see things the way they want you to. And that's what Marlo was trying to do with Portia. And like I said, I don't like Portia. She is not one of my favorite people on the show. I think she's fucking corny and I think she's fucking fake. I do not like her. But I will say I am proud and I congratulate her for not allowing Marlo to manipulate her motherfucking energy. I will say that. So don't allow people to manipulate your energy. Your energy is your own, because they're trying to put you up under a certain amount of mind control so they can control you. That's what they do. They test the waters to see how far they can go with you. And that's all I really had to say.